squat, push-up, descending ladder. Essentially, you're doing a bodyweight squat or some version of a squat exercise. It could be a goblet squat. You could do some kind of like a dumbbell front squat. You could do a barbell back squat if you wanted to, but I would use a lighter weight. And you're essentially descending downwards. So you could start with 10 repetitions and then work your way down to 1. You could start with 15, but essentially what you're doing is you're supersetting the 2 exercises, so squats and push-ups. If I'm starting with 10, then I'm going to be doing 10 squats, immediately followed by 10 push-ups. Now with the push-ups, you can also do multiple variations. You can either do it on your hands and feet, just like a normal push-up. If you need to do some regressions, you could do it on your knees, or you could also do it with your hands elevated, which is something to consider because you're going to be accumulating a ton of push-ups. So it could be a good idea to maybe start with your hands elevated or end with your hands elevated toward the end of your set. So you could do here. Either one of those options is fine. So if you start with 10 repetitions, you do 10 repetitions of squats, 10 repetitions of push-ups. Try to take no more than 30 to 45 seconds of rest, and then do 9 squats and then 9 push-ups. Same thing, very short rest break, very short, and then 8 squats, 8 push-ups, all the way down 7 on both, 6 on both, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Trying to take as little rest as possible. You're trying to use the transitions between the exercises as your rest break rather than actually having an elongated rest period. Now, if you're assigned this and you get going and you get to the point that you've only gotten through like 10, 9, 8, 7 and you're toast, then just stop at that number. That's totally fine. Or alternatively, rather than starting at 10, you could start lower. So if you're assigned a ladder of 10 down to 1, if you know you're not going to be able to do all of that, I would maybe start at like 6 or 7 and do 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, because it'll cut off a significant number of repetitions. So think about it in terms of that, since you want to make sure that you can get through the entire thing, or as much of it as you can. Start with fewer repetitions, get stronger at it, and then you can gradually add more in time. And then if all those repetitions are fairly easy for you, you can get through the entire ladder. Start to progress the exercise by adding in weight to the squats, or making your push-ups harder by progressing what type of push-up you're doing.